Today we're talking about Phasmophobia VR, solo, playing completely alone from my perspective. And so let's just jump right into it. Well, Phasmophobia VR, we did play it over this weekend, and y'all, this thing is scary AF, man. This thing is just wild. The immersion, the updates, the new ghosts, and I believe I got like the new ghost on the first try. And so this new ghost is extremely creepy. I literally was just playing and I was brand new to it. I still didn't even know what to do for some of the most part. Like, I was trying to figure out, how do I climb into stuff? Like, how am I gonna be detecting everything? I didn't know about the crucifix. I still don't know about like salt. So not only playing the game is extremely freaking spooky, but actually acknowledging and trying to find out how to play the game on top of getting your ass scared. Like, everything just happens to you really full blown. And so the ghost AI, they really time it real perfect too. With Phasmophobia VR, it is so immersed. Literally, when you play on PC, it is terrifying. I played on PC tons of times. I still don't really understand it, even when I play it multiple times, because I just like the essence of getting scared anyways when I jump right in. With VR, it's a lot different now. The immersion is different. How to get all your items are different. And then on top of the update, now they're getting far more smooth in what they're approaching in terms of just grabbing on the items and how you do stuff. And so when we were in this, guys, this thing is so scary. Literally, I could not sleep for like 2 days straight where I did not want my door open. I didn't want anything open. I lived completely alone, and I was like, yo, this game is mad scary, because it tricks like your subconscious mind, the immersion, that it literally feels like it's there. And if you're kind of a spiritual person like I am, you understand that, like, yo, this feels real, because it's spirits at the end of the day, and you're looking at spirits in your goggles and you're alone and you're like, holy crap. And especially how they make them pop out every once in a while, it is just so scary. Just everything from beginning to end and they time it just perfect with the AI and the ghosts starting to pop out. Right, first there's gonna be like some paranormal activity, and then after that it becomes where the ghost starts flickering a little bit, starts scaring you, starts popping up, and then you eventually see the whole ghost. And that's when they grab you and stuff, and that's how you end up usually dying. They don't really have a illustrated death. They just kind of grab you and stuff. But still, in VR, it is the scariest stuff I ever played in my life. I had to say that this is just whoa. Another thing also that I want to talk about is just your items. Right, on the mouse, you kind of just flicker through them. And so with VR, it's a little bit harder too. Like, you got to actually open the door. You got to figure out your items on each side. And on top of that, you're getting scared. So there's a lot of pressure, a lot of paranoia going on, especially when you're in there. And then on top of that, playing solo is already a hard objective, even when you're playing just on PC. So in VR, it makes the mission 10 times harder to really get in there and to try to get things done and to not get chased around. And it's so perfect, the timing in VR. There's still a little bit just connectivity issues or immersion or just real I don't know if they're trying to maybe base it later into like a hand tracking component. I don't know yet, but I do know that there's still some things that need to be fixed. But the technology is just so immersive and ahead of its time, y'all. So when I was playing, I ain't never been so scared. I literally was just so frightened by it. There's other stuff I also wanted to touch base on. The scenery is very eerie. I would say more of just when you're looking around, that's the scariest shit I've ever experienced in my life. I literally, when you first start your ghost hunt, it is extremely, like, literally, I get chills still talking about it. I'm getting chills right now. When you walk in to start that ghost hunt, that first key you got to get from your actual truck, and you walk into that door, it is so scary. I literally walked in and everything's dark in there. When you walk into these places, they're completely dark. Like, you literally got to flick on the light switch. That feels so real. You literally walk into the door and you got to flick on your own light switch, and it feels like you're just at home doing it. It literally feels like you're on your home, especially if you're like me. I live in my apartment alone, and in there they have like an apartment that like almost looks exactly like the outlay of everything. So it feels so real when you see stuff like this. I was like, whoever's playing this got the most guts in the world to be playing this. So the beginning starts off like that, and in between it starts off, it has its own climax, right? So you get in there, it's real scary. The theme's real scary already. It's very, very, like, if you're into sceneries, and it is the scariest I've ever. I'm a huge horror fanatic, and I still can't get over how scared I was playing this game. After that, you kind of look around, you flick on all your switches, then you start getting into your objectives depending on what your objectives is. And then you also like with the Quest 2 also has the internal mic when you allow the mic. So you can't say anything because it's gonna start hearing you already. It automatically pressures up that ghost. Like in PC, you can kind of have it muted and play around for a bit, but on Oculus or on your Meta Quest 2, as soon as you start saying stuff, man, that's it, man. You done. Like it's gonna start hearing you. So like with me, like I was saying a lot of stuff out loud. And you could just hear it triggering when you press when you're trying to find the goals and we're trying to utilize the tools. And so I was so much of a beginner at this game still, and just walking around and trying to figure out how to play. And I'm just like trying to get my analyzer and trying to see like the rating of it, I don't know what you call them, but yeah, basically I'm just trying to analyze and see where the ghost is at. I'm trying to see, it's like a little breathalyzer type situation. Then you have your radios, and it was insane. So you do that, I'm walking around, I'm trying to test all that out. Your flashlights is so scary, and the crouch. I know in the update they do have a manual button to crouch down in VR, but it's still fun to just crouch in VR. It just feels so real. So like literally when I heard the ghost multiple times, I had to like crouch down, and I was like, oh shit, like this dude's chasing me, man. And so when you do all that, that is extremely scary. It's probably still very underrated right now, the VR component of this game, which is weird. It is, I think, because it takes so much to really jump in there. If you have friends that play with you in VR in this aspect of this game, man, dude, definitely take full advantage of it. I've never been so scared. I play all types of horror games. You can check it on our Twitch and everything, and like what I said, this game was just huge. You do all that. After you do all of that, you're looking around. Like what I said, the AI times are perfect. It probably gives you maybe like a 15 or 20 minute max type of ghost hunt, maybe a little bit less depending on what you are on beginning, intermediate, or advanced, or nightmare mode or whatever. And it pops up, just everything is timed so good. I'm just like, holy crap, dude, this thing feels way too real right now. And so it gives you the ghost name. You either say the ghost name or you don't say the ghost name. And I was saying the ghost name. I think that one it was named Heather, so I was saying that a lot. And then on top of that, I was like provoking it and just talking, and I dropped a lot of shit. Like in VR, you drop a lot of stuff because you got to hook it onto your pants. And so like I was dropping a lot of stuff versus like PC, they limit you to like grab 3 items, I believe. But in VR, you got to like really grab onto them and try to figure out stuff. And so I was shuffling everywhere. I was dropping stuff. I was opening doors. I was like, yo, fuck this, I'm out. And then I went right back in, and I was like, all right, I'm back in this. So, you get so scared, man. It especially alone, dude. Like it was such a blast, man. So I definitely want to be possibly catching more footage and updates. And on my journey, I'm still new to this series of Phasmophobia, so it was just such a shocker to be that much in there. And I was like, oh, yo, this is I'm not playing around with this. It felt way too real, especially alone. If you're playing this alone, it is a huge warning to just watch out, man. But yeah, I had so much fun with this game, man. Y'all gotta let me know what's up, man. Are y'all playing the VR version of Phasmophobia? And just let me know your comments, man. I'm still new to it. Let me know your situation. If you're playing VR, let me know in the comments below your strategy on how you're getting through it alone, solo hunting, because it is hard. Like literally, like pressure's thrown at you, paranoia themes are at you, like everything starts going crazy, and you're immersed. So you gotta like move around, you gotta duck, you gotta grab, and it just gets a lot more scary. And then when you see the actual ghost, it shocks the shit out of you. Like I look at it, I'm like, oh. Y'all gotta let me know y'all strategy on how y'all do it. Y'all walk in, get the objectives done as fast as you can, or you kind of enjoy the scenery, walk around, provoke the ghost a little bit more when you're by yourself. Like, let me know what's up, man. I appreciate y'all, and don't forget to leave us a thumbs up, subscribe for more VR updates and more. Peace.